Greetings and salutations, I'm Raven and welcome to my channel. We're going to be continuing the journey with an archer on Final Fantasy XIV. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be dishonour and memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild and rise once more. Okay, right, so let's return to the Waking Sands. Oh, is that another dungeon? Okay, we'll accept that one. I can't take 2 steps around this place without hearing Raven this or Raven that. Why, it's as if you're some kind of God's damned hero. But I jest. Even I can see that you're just itching to find a new battleground to hone your skills. Fortunately, I know just the place. The Oran Vale. Head southwest through the Central Highlands and Corphia and seek out a man named Wilhelmus and tell him Nedrick sent you. Okay, so let's go do that quickly. Excuse me. Okay. Hail, adventurer, wait. Do not tell me Nedrick sent you. Tell me this, adventurer. Do you know how the Oran Vale earned its most enticing name? Well, allow me to enlighten you. The cave is rich with sulfur and mithril ore, which, through reactions with the groundwater, combine to exude golden-hued fumes. A beautiful sight, that is, until you realise the damn death clouds are burning your chest from within. If you still wish to take your life in your hands, I'll not be the one that stops you, But do try not to get killed. I've dragged enough corpses out of the Vale to last me a lifetime. So that's unlocked, and I'll do that at some point. Right, let's give an extra half hour to my chocolate. Okay. Alphino! Tell me, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we will have trespassers? Maybe it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Plus 12. Wait. Yada. Who goes there? No, you don't. Is that any way to greet a friend? Oh no, Reuben. Sid, wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Yida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in the talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Eden? The church had taken care of the bodies, and that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola is here too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Uldar to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Munfilia weren't among the dead. According to the church, Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One of Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though as Allagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explain how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Yida? Wait, oh yes, of course, whatever you need. Can we discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return? For now, I say we rest. Right, let's... Come on, wake up, move.
Hear, feel, think.
Why does it keep going up, looking at my skeleton?
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burns bright. I am Heidelin, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
You're still there. I see you and Alphino are safe. And Sid? That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It's as if the benevolent hand of Master Luisar guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now, when the need is so great. I know when Menfelio and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Modona, Castrum Century. The rescue of our allies will not be a small undertaking. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defences of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now the Castrum Century houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable. We may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure their stronghold security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this, Lord Portelaine of the House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Corvus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Okay, we're going all the way back in the cold. Yep, back in the cold. Holy crap, my assets are frozen. Ah, Raven, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Ishtola, but of course, Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Custom Sentry. What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Higham woman, an Elysian woman, and 2 Lalafales. 1 male, 1 female. It's them. It has to be Minfilia, Urianga, Papalimo, and Tataru. If the scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial ship made an emergency landing here in Corpus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, Erogadin and Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. Oh, it's Briggs. What did you say? Erodanian and Lalafel. Master Gorland neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in the Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavour that will admit some slight delay. The matter of escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you'd best act now. If as has been suggested, the Guardians took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you everyone, you won't regret this. Okay. I quite like the one in white. She's a sadistic bitch, but hey, nobody's perfect. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so probably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritterton, you depart for Castrum Occident at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plan. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my imprudence, but it is proper to give the command of half the forces to her. I have given you nothing. Praefectus, you have earned it. That will be all dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. Well, I would have said a lot sooner. But hey, that's just me. And there wouldn't be much talking. Artemis! My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along the Abalafia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honour of being acquainted with Istrola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zemel Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with the letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Okay. Oh, not that far. You stand before Zemel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. I have a letter. A letter from Lord Portalin. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men captives, by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captors are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet to step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Oren Vale. Situated southwest of here, I suggest you take your search there, seek out a knight named Piramons. He should be able to assist you. Okay. On my bike. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach to land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again. But not before it had deployed the detachment of troops. Rough orders were being embarked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Okay. So Permians share with you what he knows of the 2 fugitives. There were prisoners aboard the airship. It seems that they have seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness in order to alert our forces. I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in the absence, whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Okay. Well, first things first, let's get up. Oh, we can't put the glamour there. Oh, that sucks. So. A bit of a run, but can't go around looking like that. There we go. Now we're prepared for battle. I suppose we could. Wedge! Ugh, so cold. Well, how do you think I feel? Have you seen my outfit, pal? I want to go home. But please, don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Raven, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster gaping maw. Thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me. How cold and hungry I was. But Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue and lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west with both Yda and Y'shtola helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Ah, nice one. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to the frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come, warm yourself by the fire. I'll bring you a hot broth. I'll have one. What about me? How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have had a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. We don't need to rest. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Guardians at his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, but do you think you could search for Biggs? Yeah, sure, no problem. I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Okay, so, we're talking to you again? A Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but I did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth a while to investigate. and make this suggestion only because your friend seems a little selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Okay, so let's go check out the cave. Were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Galleons away from me, but where within the vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Now seriously, he could have went and asked around the tower while we were at the cave. Lazy little bastard. And it's his friend. Wow. Let's take a break. Not quick and ale. Hello. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say. If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whiterun. To reach it, one must travel through Denithon Pass, and southern end of which he lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing, do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago I broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Yeah, we don't mind. Just... Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Raven, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. We will perish if we delay. With me! He's not alone. Kill them all. Well, those who are about to die, we salute you. What? How did it feel? Okay. Who died? Okay. Those who are about to die, we salute you. Right, let's... Mind my thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Lead it and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Okay. Oh, seriously. Well, I guess I was supposed to die sooner or later. Right. I guess 6 and 2 3s will help. Probably the other way might have been a bit quicker. I cannot thank you enough, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just. I don't think I'd ever seen him again. I owe the lot of you my life, and you saved Wedges too. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you, it's really you. In our heart we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with never a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself was asked the same question that day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands. I noted naught amiss in horizon, nothing at all. To suggest the passage of an Imperial force, from this I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Kestrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment centre, together while Milfinia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from him. Kestrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald. Much to our dread, we knew that if we were taken, back there we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing, and in the midst of an ensuing chaos we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as you say, is history. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? Well, that will have been Big's handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minophilia and the others still want to rescue. Alright you lot, Golden Diamond Works is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Okay. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge, you're with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minophilia and the others. Gods know we've been kept from waiting for too long. Right. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say we're being held at Castrum Central. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Modona. It is as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Okay, so we're off to Modona. Well met, friend, what brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Central, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armoured patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alerted to our oncoming, we cannot know what they will do to Minophilia and the others. We must act with greater stealth. Well, we have something they don't. has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why have a mind to walk through the front door? The front door. Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armour and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we were, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing these Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glumont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. I shall go to reconnoiter Gallian activity at the stronghold. It would not be to if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Yda, are there ever times when you are not infused? I'm nothing if not infused. You stole it and you're beginning to remind me of Paplino. Right. Looking for Glumont. Well, you found him. Whoever you are. Yeah, you're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry? And you need my help? Something tells me you're going to get along just fine. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Staffborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, as I've never passed on the opportunity to get back at the Horsons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity, right delicate business, a single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of doubt that your friends were you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover that have been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happens within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, Godspeed. Okay. 3,700. And we need 5k. And yeah, it's locked until after. Okay. Hey pal, if you're going to use your tongue on me, you better buy me dinner first. faint sounds of conversation echoes down the track. Wait for the captive. Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elysian gets on my nerves. Most of all, every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfieldian woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the Beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the tribunals yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter. Right. Oh, bollocks, I forgot to attune to these. Well, yeah. That was a bit of a cock up. Dinner first, love, and then maybe I'll let you use your tongue. Right, get you right this time before we forget. Oh no. It is good to see you again. I've been given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfield and the others are indeed in Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray you have the details from him. Okay. Oop. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Lamont is looking into ways to produce a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfield and the others are counting on us. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Garment goes about devising his plan, we need to see some of the preparation of our own. I wouldn't do it if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. The Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy by making use of this property. We should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystal among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay. Clean the wax out your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plans to have you enter Customs Entry, they're all decked out in Imperial buttons. But a disguise is more than just the clothes you were wearing. You also got to act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions, everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare at Customs Entry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Didn't seem to clock up. There we go. Okay. Oh, it didn't bloody clock up again. Something else. Finally. Hey, buy me dinner first, pal, and maybe I might let you lose that tongue of yours. Nothing to report, sir. We've received an ominous warning that insurgents' forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend the patrols be increased. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You called Rinnago. Yes, I have heard of your plight from many friends, Gorman. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzan both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castor's Strum Centri, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. We already established that ages ago, pal. Where you been? Jesus, next time, pay attention. The question is how to go about acquiring uniforms and helms. Well, simple, we kill them and we steal the uniforms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you'd entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need by traditional means from the bodies of the recent deceased owners. Already said that, pal. Yes, very slow today. The fortified area before Customs entry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team. Biggs, Wedge and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. Many thanks. Sorry, love. No dinner, no tongue. Sorry, love. No dinner, no tongue. Right. Filthy little bastards. Oh, there's only 2 minutes left on that, not worth the train. Okay. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. Damages I suspect in their present condition. I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith in Diamond Forge in Ruina's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you, worry not. We have already impressed upon him the need of utmost secrecy as the nature of your mission. So you're the adventurer Sark Malak Sentry, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see where you got for me. I see, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malak a favour or two. Took good care of it all and got it back in the days before I fell in with the old Rowena. He did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in their life. He did. But I suppose he always felt the adventure's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on. When there's work to be done, just hold your horse, birds. For a moment or two, for the greatest Ignov will have ye gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't be much good in battle, mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malak my regards, will you? Good. Have you had the uniforms and helmets repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Ignov never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even the legitors. Thus, equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Gallians might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of Gallian invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of the land into its armed forces in turn. These conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been assistance in your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me, when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Good work getting that Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched the plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen from Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's top. So, hoping to close the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols when we have up to now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them of the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near as Remnant's toll as you can. Like as not though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use a smoke signal here. Filched fresh from the Imperial Scout, they'll come running. When they see that the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run them along and don't forget to salute. I think we got to wear these god awful. Is that? Yeah. Sorry, pal. No dinner, no tongue. Buy me dinner first and maybe we'll talk about it. Hey, okay, now they want a threesome. I'm just gonna head this way. Oh, sorry. I know what I forgot. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go away, use your smoke signal to call us. Oh, now it's going to go away. Seriously, pal, dinner first. Buy me dinner and maybe we'll talk about it. Hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as you were seizing advanced weaponry. I thought it best be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. And I know what I forgot to do, but really a shitty outfit. At last our very own suit of Magitech armour. Not wishing to look a gift of Chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the service mechanism may have been damaged. But aren't those protected by thick armour plate? They are, yes. It's odd that the casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, fucking cut Chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for use at Revenant's Hall. Okay, that's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there. Right. We will be right back. must be back. Okay. Majestic armor. Sid and the others took inside. Go on in and join them. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's strictly sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though, Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else till the job's done. It is a marvellous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. The repairs are proceeding at a pace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the machine's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Modena, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. As I believe the Chief has already informed you that Magitech core is worn beyond use, we need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Thunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substantiate the Magitech core with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing out of the unit. I've already placed an order for the first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmith Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Alder and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No. Well, they typically cost something in order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Goldsmith skill. Hello there, comes to the mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Golden Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Elfenor. Personal use. After all, he notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. What the fuck? I ain't his pissing servant, little bastard. Wait till I get my hands around his throat. Tender in years though I may be, Master Elfenor has been a benefactor of ours since the predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May I serve you, and may it serve you well. And please do pass on my compliments to your master. What the? I'm gonna fucking slap that little bastard. Yeah. Little things he does in Magitek. Wait till I get my hands around that little bastard's throat. Show him some really lucky Magitek. Hey, Elfenor, you little twat. Come here. You can see me can't slap him. No, can't slap him. Wanna go in? Hardly need saying. Do you have a mammoth heart? I can't wait to see it if it works. Ah, thank you so much. But this is magnificent. Magnificent. It must have cost the Emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Elfenor. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitek armor, engage. Dum dum dum. Or not. She must just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Would you care to do the honors? Hell yeah. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I like to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Okay. Right. Hey, what have I told you about that tongue? Buy me dinner first, and then we'll talk about it. Oops. Same goes for you. Buy me dinner first, and maybe we'll talk about it. No enormous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and sprint north. Okay. Yeah, no dinner, no time. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back. The torso remains stable during... Okay, seriously? I can't fight. No! Bloody hell. Yeah, fucked off now. Little bastard. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of the findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of a team, in which case you should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Click. Okay. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a courtesy? A courtesy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an enormous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance perhaps, or cheer our heads off? Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it. They have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland? And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh bollocks, you got that right, pal. Call for reinforcements. No, you might have to call for quite a lot. The hells will you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter, if we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Protect the armor at all costs. Those who are about to die, we salute you. Hey, my armor. Biggs, why aren't you fighting? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It looks as good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Hello, fellow adventurers. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install the Mammoth Heart aboard an Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to process it before boarding, but enough of that. Let us see our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We've prepared as we're like to get. How go your preparations? We leave as soon as you're ready. Okay. I thought I'd give you Rory sent off. To was the least I can do for the fine men and women was about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, doing our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not leave these moments. Memories. No, I don't mind really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer in Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too, pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. As then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labour, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around the gorge, not far outside the walls, when they caught up with us, and rather than allow ourselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. For some years after I escaped again, and that time I got away, I swore that then I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by. What I achieved, bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been around here for 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed to do in bloody years. Give us too much credit, Garment. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? On the forward, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. And don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time it's helped stave my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I'm going to be hungry for a while. What with everything you've got planned? And you're sure that will satisfy you. If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afraid I must decline. I swore to get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realised that the front lines are no place for a man like me. There's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make my most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for the safety of any success, and I'll go give you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, misery inevitably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Okay, so it is all the way down there. Okay. Hello, fellow adventurer. Sorry, pal. Dinner first, then we talk. About that tongue of yours. Buy me dinner, and maybe we'll talk about it. Oh, come on. Just put me up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Pee off. Why didn't my cabbage work? Oh, okay. And there's that toy again. Oh, fuck off, you little bastard. Yep, you can fucking die. Now roast your testicles and feed them to your children. And I'll roast them and feed them to Sid. For shits and giggles. Piss off. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine. An Imperial black and crimson, definitely your colours. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. No, that's not my colour. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we're able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Linkpole. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Edo and Istola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves, wise words. I think they know me only too well. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck. May the 12 keep you.
You have spirit, that I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse. And though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridiana.
Yes, milady.
Oh, my apologies, I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in task, you'd be engrossed too. Had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported? What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous signs of the Seventh Storm captured by Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower. Then, when you next pass back. Part of the maintenance crew from Ockenden, are you? I don't know what they teach you over there, but being an engineer does not exempt you from saluting your superiors, because I forgot to salute. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Ockenden, are you? Welcome to Castrum Central, Engineer. What prisoners? You've heard the rumours then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not gawping at Eosia's defended heroes. Defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll be reported. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there. And, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners. Alright, I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? The self-blonde, goodness, no. It's the Lalafellin lass. I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me their keys so I can see her? Why are you not at your post? If you have business, salute me before I open it. And I keep forgetting that. My bad. There you go. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? The Tribunus behest, you say. This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wrath. Take my identification key, see that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. No! Minfilia and the rest, thank goodness, they're safe. I'm the one you want, leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. We've risked it in the entire castrum. No, we're here. Worth a risk. And I forgot to change my gear. But this is the third squadron. What is it? Well, we're going to start a battle, so let me change my gear. A Reaper seized when? When this came to light only now. The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want the Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. If you want to use handcuffs on me, buy me dinner. Maybe not, I was so scared. Oh, somebody give her a hug. It was foolish for you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. There's a way ere the window of our liberty closes. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fell and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have an eye for an Amun Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armour of hers. Accursed scions, how did you slip our defences? With unexpected ease, if truth be told, with a chance to be a commotion outside the customs walls which allowed us to avail ourselves to the comforts of your vehicle. You stole it, just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the fray. like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. Livia Sas Junius. 'Twas you led the raid on the Waking Sands, you who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends, we'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders, protect the tribunes. Confound it, Ida, with me. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no. Oh, what? Okay, well, that's just... I'll end it here. It looks like I have to redo it. Bloody hell. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Take it easy and have a good one.